Thank you very much, Jeffrey. Thank you very much. It's a great honor for me to be with you today. Sorry if I speak slowly, but it's to facilitate the translators. Today, I would like to spend a few minutes with you about EFAN. Sorry. Sorry, 1 second, because my presentation, okay, started from the back, okay. About EFAN, you know, EFAN is a strange topic, you know. It started when I worked a few years in Southern Africa, and the idea of some of us was, and many of them are present today. Chanda is with us, Jeffrey is with us, Pius is not with us, but Zim is every time in our heart, is to try to create one place where we can discuss together on future collaboration and to sharing experience, etc. And luckily we found some money. The idea was founded by the Italian Republic and supported by the WOAH. And we are 30 coming from 19 countries, 18 Africans, and Italy, of course. If you see the distribution of the countries, we are in the north of Africa and the southern of Africa too. Why these countries? Because historically were the countries where that worked together and also were historical partner of AZS in Teramo. And this idea started in 2017 when we met together in Teramo. It's a typical bottom-up project, okay? And if you see, the methodology is to organize our activity in working groups. Why these working groups? Because they were the topics, they were priorities for all the partners. And one of these if you see, is contagious bovine pleuropneumonia. And for that, we are working together starting from 2017. It's true that we started working together many years ago, starting in 1995. Sorry?
No,
Okay. Starting in 90. Jeffrey, sorry, switch off the microphone. Starting in 1995, when we started to study CBPP in Namibia. And you know, the approach of our network is focalized on 3 pillars: improving diagnostic capacity, that is not only inside of the lab, but is also taking consideration activities that we didn't mention it too much in these few days. Means one is passive surveillance in the abattoir, that for CBPP is one of activities that we can carry on tomorrow morning without too much money. Why? Because the system is there. And in each abattoir, or in many abattoirs, we have a meat inspector of veterinarians. But also concerning our approach, training a sustainable technology transfer is also very important. You know, training, as I told you, or refreshing activities. Because all of us, we know the CBPP, but can be, in my opinion, for our staff and for the state vet or for the meat inspector, can be a great moment also, costing nothing to carry on refreshing activities concerning the disease and concerning specific topics that can help us to understand the situation. Remembering the presentation of WOAH just a few days ago, you know, we, in the 2022, we got only few outbreaks in Africa, and only coming from 2 countries, Namibia and Zambia. I think if we don't put our effort to understand the true situation in the field concerning CBPP, can be a drama, because we don't have power. Because somebody can ask you, okay, you have 8 outbreaks in Africa, you resolve the situation. You don't need support, economical support. You understand how dramatic is this situation. And we can try to do something very easy, training for our people working in the abattoir and working in the field, carrying on post-mortem examination. And also the third pillar is the research program. Of course, all these activities we are working under the WOAH umbrella are decided together with the WOAH regional office in Tunis and Gaborone, of course, following the indication of our partners and the country's veterinary services. What we are doing, so concerning diagnostic activities, we focus our attention. When I say we, is the partner. I am only the secretariat. I am not the owner of this network. I am here only representing my colleagues and my friends, taking consideration this one. We decide to share procedure, SOPs, of course, writed according 17025 ISO, producing reference material, PT, or the proficiency test organization. Why? Because it's a big business, proficiency test organization. If we would like to take part in this one, we have to spend a lot of money. It's another story if we build up our know-how, an internal know-how, and we are able to organize for ourselves ring trial, because this is mandatory for the quality system. It's mandatory for us to show how able we are to make a right diagnosis. Of course, information data sharing was one of the first ideas that we discussed together with my colleagues in Africa, the main activity of this network. Of course, it's important to meet each other. Fortunately, the project started when COVID started, but we changed approach and using also online. That is a good tool. Today we are together, we are many, and it's a great opportunity for all of us. It's another story. You know, I am Italian. I like to hug colleagues and to kiss them, but it's also is a great moment for us to be together, also in front of a screen. You know, some number we shared with the partners, 14 SOPs and working scheme, and all these one are in our website. It is possible to visit our website. Of course, is needed to be registered. Reference material, as Dr. Chanda said, through the budget of ERFAN, we supported production of reference material, positive and negative serum, but also we are very proud that Botswana National Veterinary Lab are many years that they are producing CFT antigen. Why CFT antigen is important? Because CFT antigen doesn't cost too much, my friend. It's another story when we buy kits. And you know, if we are, of course, following the correct procedure of complement fixation test antigen, when we follow this indication, we have a positive and negative sera and complement, of course, we are independent we can carry on all the serosurveillance that we like without think about how much I have to pay for a kit that costs a lot of money and today is available and tomorrow morning not. And this is a strategic decision taken by our partners. Some number, we carried on 39 online working group meetings, of course, for all the working group, 12 on-site working group meetings, because after the COVID, we started to meet each other. This is our meeting in July 2022, 26 participants, 12 veterinary institutions, 9 African countries, and of course, Italy, 2 WOAH reference lab together, 1 twinning project institution, Ethiopia, together with us, and also Zambia, that in my opinion, and for us, for me, WOAH expert is 1 satellite lab of the WOAH reference lab in Teramo. And also about this one, we should discuss in the future with WOAH concerning this opportunity. This is also our idea. Starting with this Dr. Bastiansen idea to meet together. The idea was also to give an opportunity to meet together, of course, not at a high level, but a middle, low level, and try to have a moment where we have speakers, but also we have a 1 hour time to share information, to ask questions, and involving veterinarians, scientists, of course, but also field abattoir vets and technicians and people working on post-mortem examination activities in the field. You know, opening, have a door open where all the colleagues, of course, these activities focused for Africans, but I hope also European can take part on that one. All the African colleagues can speak and discuss about all the specific topics that we take in consideration for CBPP, of course, using the local know-how. This is not a training course that white people are trainers and the black one are pupils. Of taking consideration the CBPP is an African disease, and the African colleagues, they know 10 times better than me the disease. Training, in my opinion, is very important. Very, very important. Some example, in Zambia, we are working, we give the opportunity, to our partners to follow through our website all the training that we carry on in asynchronous mode. Means we carry on training, we register, all the people can go through the website and watching another time the training course. And of course, we have on-the-job training. All these activities are, of course, prioritized by our ERFAN partners. It's not our decision. The priorities are decided by our partners, of course. This is the platform, and if you want, we are very happy to give you all the information in which way you can follow the asynchronous dialogues, means the dialogues, they are registered there, or the synchronous one. These were our training course organized. I think the number is increased now, but this is more or less the number. And if you see, the topics are different. One, contagious bovine pleuropneumonia is there, but also we have an antimicrobial resistance, NGS, bioinformatics, organization and management of proficiency tests. They are important for all of us. how to write a scientific article or how to write a project. Library research in veterinary and public health. All these ones were requested by you. And now, in this moment, I am very proud. In this moment, our friends, our partners are working together in Botswana, in Botswana National Veterinary Lab, to carry on training for CBPP, complement fixation test antigen production, you know. And there are 15 participants, 9 unfortunately, Sudan is not with us. And we are very sorry about that. We have 7 African countries, and Italy, of course, 2 reference labs are there. But also Zambia is there. Zambia is also able to produce antigen, and Ethiopia also, he made the training on antigen, complement fixation test, antigen production. We are ready to support our colleagues free of charge for NGS, satellite data, and chemistry. When we discuss about antimicrobial resistance, chemistry department can be also important. We are very happy to support our partners using this high technology that many times is not easy to find in Africa. Taking consideration that all the material will be yours. There is no, we are no stealers. The material is yours. We are very happy if you can send somebody from your institution to the lab. They have the opportunity to provide these services. Ethiopia, they have NGS. And we are very happy to support all of you in these activities. We sponsored 1 master student on Mycoplasma mycoides, and antimicrobial resistance, using Mycoplasma mycoides as indicator of utilizing of tyrosine tetracycline in the field, because antibiotics is a big problem, as mentioned by Dr. Muka. We wrote 2 project proposals, one by Botswana National Veterinary Lab and another one by an Animal Health Institute. These are also, it's important in this moment to communicate what we are doing. This is what we are doing now. We have Facebook, we have Instagram. It's very easy to see and to read something about us, and we are very happy on that. And I finish with, luckily, the project should finish in March 2024. We presented the second phase to the WOAH, and I hope they will support us. And you know, one of the activities, and I will speak about that next week, is also telediagnosis. That, in my opinion, is one activity that can be useful for us in pastoral area, in area where we have instability, political and social instability. I think this can be one topic that doesn't cost too much, can give us, in my opinion, more or less a vision of CBPP in our countries. This is very, very important. Lab and abattoir online training, because we are discussing about to know the situation in our country. Abattoir is fundamental, but we will speak this one about next week. And also, you see, EVA is a virtual training. This is a new tool. We try to also, with your support, to do something together. Thank you very much. Yes.